Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. On today's video, what I will be doing is that I will be giving you tips on how I got started growing my natural hair. So it was really an amazing journey, and just to look back right now and look at everything that I did to get where I am today, it's really an amazing thing, and it's something that has taught me a lot over time. And I believe that whatever that you want to start, be it hair care journey or anything, when you look back at the things that you've done so well, it's really amazing, and it gives you that kind of confidence to continue and start a new thing or do something better. So if you're watching this video, I believe that the one thing that you want to start with is to grow your hair, or something that you want to work on right now is to grow your hair. So I want to share with you how I got started and growing my natural hair. So the first thing that I did was to do my research. So when I started growing my hair, it had to start with some kind of research. I needed some basic information or a kind of basis that I can work with, or some kind of reference that I may have in order to grow my hair. So when I started doing my research, that's when I started with how can I grow my hair longer. So the main reason and the main goal was to grow my hair long. So if you want to grow long hair, start doing your research so that you can know what you are putting yourself into and the things that are required for you to maintain that journey. So you need to do your research, and also so that you can find the products that can work around your budget, because not everyone can afford every product that is used on social media. Today it's not working, tomorrow it's working for someone and all that. So you don't want to find yourself in that roller coaster where you just finding yourself buying products, and the next thing someone says it doesn't work, and the next thing you believe that it works and someone else doesn't, so that you cannot find yourself in that confusion that I need to have this much products, and then the next thing it's useless and I bought it with a lot of money. So what you need to do is to do your research properly, so that whenever you buy products, you know that you are fine with it working and not working at the same time. So it's really not an easy thing, but it is actually something that I feel like you should know, so that whenever you start with your hair care journey, you should know that you will come across that, and you need to work your way around that. So make sure that you work with products that fall into your budget. One thing that also motivated me to actually come and speak about this is people telling me that the products that I'm using are very expensive, and yes, they're very expensive, and I really cannot say I have a lot of money, but it's something that I just spend my money on more than any other thing in my life right now. I know it's quite weird, but it's something that I currently prefer spending money on. So if you're not that kind of person who is like me, who prefers spending their money on hair products, please make sure to buy something that you know you can afford and you are willing to spend on. It took me a whole lot of time for me to get where I am, and to even know the cheap products that I can buy and still get the same results that I get with the expensive products. So you know, you learn that over time. Natural hair has become so wide and so complicated over time, and growing it right now, it's a way more complicated thing when you're starting out than when you're actually getting used to it and getting to know more about your hair, which is something that we're going to talk about in this video or other videos. Actually, it's our next point. So the next point is that learn to experiment and understand your hair. So another thing about experimenting, you need to experiment with less expensive products. So when you're experimenting, when you're starting off, start with products that you can actually afford. Hopefully I'm going to make a video. I'm going to go to any shop where they're selling hair products and recommend some and see the products that I can recommend for you guys that are cheap, that you can actually go for when you're starting your hair care journey and you want to work with cheap products. But honestly, when you're experimenting and learning to understand your hair, you need to work with cheap products. So experiment with cheap products for you in order to be able to not to find yourself demotivated because the things that you need for your hair are expensive. So take your time to learn and understand your hair while you're experimenting. That's also a process. Like, experimenting is more like you're observing and you're evaluating everything, and you're coming to a conclusion that, okay, this my hair reacts to this product like that. What's the reason? And the reason you're gonna find it where? At your ingredients list. So you go to the ingredient list and you see, okay, this is what I have. this product contains this and this, and check like the first 7 products and say, okay, my hair seems to love this. I can see my hair is changing, my hair volume, like the density in general, and you can see the texture, like you can see the changes that are taking place in your hair, be it good or bad. But as time goes by, you observe, okay, this seems to be good, and you try out. Maybe if you want to try out products that have like the first four products, and be like, okay, let me just try another brand that contain the same first 4 products and see if I'm gonna get the same results. And that way you get to say, okay, this is good for my hair, this is working for my hair, and the kind of changes that are taking place in my hair, is it something that I like, is it something that I want to keep going with or not. So it's also like that you learn to understand your hair in that manner. So put yourself in that place where you learn and to understand your hair when you're starting your journey. That will help you that in future you know which products to buy and which not to buy, so that you won't waste your money on buying products that your hair doesn't even need, or the product that doesn't even suit your type of hair. So another thing that I want to talk about is that you need to learn how to create a routine. So how can you create your routine? You need to create a routine by starting to know what kind of steps that need to take place in your hair care routine. So the first step that I'm gonna mention is that you need to pre-poo your hair. So that's one thing that you know, that creating a hair care routine, you need to pre-poo your hair. So it's just one of the steps that you need to go through, and then you go to your shampooing process, and then after that you go to a deep conditioning process, and also you need to go to your styling process, and then the protective styling process. So you need to know the kind of products that you need for that, and you know which kind of products am I going to afford for each and every step, and you check out your budget. Am I going to afford this? Am I going to be able to pull through with this kind of product for a certain period of time? Do you know that you can use products like for 6 months or for even more, that you even bought by less than 100 rands? It's possible. The more you understand your hair, the more you realize some things you just don't need. That's why most of my products, they even last for a year, because I know that, okay, now I understand my hair needs this after 6 months, my hair will need this after 2 months, after a month I know that I need to do like a detoxing treatment with my clay mask, because I know that my hair is becoming heavy and the product seems to be not working, and now I need to do a hair mask. Or now I feel like my hair is not elastic, I need to maybe go for, if it's an aloe vera treatment that works in that way, that helps with that, I go for the aloe vera treatment. If I feel like it's the protein treatment, I go for the protein treatment. If I know that it's when my hair behaves like this is moisture overload, I know that I need to switch from moisture treatments to protein treatments and all this kind of stuff. So it's a lot to learn, but you need to give yourself time to research. And another thing is that you won't learn these things in just one day, and it takes time. You cannot just learn it even in a year. Some of the things I just discovered, so I just started knowing them now that my hair is even this long. So you can imagine how much I missed at the point, like at the past 2 and 6 months when I started my hair care journey. So you can imagine how much information I did not get when I began. So you get the information as you begin to grow and to do more research and to learn to understand your hair. So don't be frustrated when starting your hair care journey. Take your time, be patient, don't rush into things. I know at some point I did, but it's a lesson learned. So make sure that you don't have more products than you need, or you don't have a lot of products that you don't need. Always have products that you will even know when and how to use them. So guys, this will be the end of the video. It is the end of the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this video has brought more clarity on how you should do things when starting your hair care journey. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to click that notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video. If you want to share something that you feel is going to be helpful to someone who is about to start their hair care journey, please make sure to comment down in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Bye.